grabbed this competition by the horns yet. But let's get into racing then. First race of 24 here today at Zuera. And it's Groups A and C in the seniors going out first.
Let's take you through the starting lineup of this one then. We've already spoke about them. Paul Charleston, Jan Gomez starting this one on the front row of the grid. You've got Marc Granada and Adrian Martinez, who's had 2 wins out of 2 so far in his heats. He starts on the second row of the grid. Gilles Renmans and Christian Caballero, they go from row 3 with Christian Biasati, who did take a race win yesterday, with Thibaut Ramicus from Belgium alongside, 2 second-place finishes for him. Bertrand Sash and Gus Lawrence from the United Kingdom, they go from row 5. Then you have Ruben Moore and Raymond Blanc on row 6. Mickey Blascos and Eduardo Dominguez, they go from row 7 with Laurent Sash and Finn McLaughlin, the Irishman, on row number 8.
Thomas Vanderlei and Conor Grant start the day from row 9. Luna Clare and Sam van der Heijden start on the 10th row of the grid. That is your top 20. Fred Green and Oni Twiscu start on row 11. Twiscu had a retirement in one of the heats yesterday. Aaron Garcia and Austin Gale go from row 12. Luca Montebello and Luke Taylor go from row 13. Hugo Heron was brilliant yesterday. Expect him to move up from the 14th row of the grid, where he's joined by Marlon Vatter. Maximiano da Silva and Alexander Ruta complete the top 30 on row 15. Alessandro Biggie and Juan Pablo Girard start on row 16. Freddie Housley and Victor Colmana complete the 34 karts grid there on row 17.
Indeed, packed grid in this one, 34 karts in total, and thankfully all of them are out on track as well, so no non-starters. You just saw there a fantastic shot down the whole main straight there, 210 metres, a very long straight here at Zuera. And you can see the mega weaving that they're doing to try and get temperature into these tyres. I've got to say, it's cold here today. Very,
yeah, really cold. I think they're probably colder than we even had like a few weeks ago in Valencia. It was kind of sat on the top of a plateau geologically, aren't we? So
yeah,
it's a very open circuit to the elements, and I do think that's going to be a factor today. There has been a little bit of talk of potential rain later in the day, but right now, dry conditions will be good for the engines, of course. They'll be getting a lot of cool air into those engines. You can see along a lot of the karts that their radiators on some of them are even fully covered, or very minimal amount of radiator interface being open, because it's not 40 degrees today as it would be in the summer. So it's a lot of air cooling out there today.
A fact that you probably don't care about, we're 1,037 metres above sea level.
Yes.
And it's the second highest circuit that we visit over the course of this season. Wackersdorf being the highest, I think 1,200 and something odd metres. So there you go, that's a pointless fact for you. Right, anyway, first race of the day, but it is the 10th race for the senior categories. They had 9 races yesterday. Let's take you through this race then. Into the tram lines they go, and green flag is out. First time of asking. Great start then from that inside row, and Paul Charles holds on to that lead, the same as Granada and Gilles Renmans tried to get through as well. Now you come into the difficult braking zone of turn 2. The track is 8 metres wide. It's very wide indeed. It's a fast entry into the corner, so it's very easy to lose 3, 4, even 10 positions in one spot. But it's a good spot. Oh, and it's gone very badly there. That is Jan Pablo Girard there, the driver of the 300. Unfortunately, right at the back of the field now after a spin at turn 2.
Yeah, there was another kart involved, so we saw it a bit yesterday where everyone's at such high speed going into turn 2. It is a wide track, but 34 karts into one corner sometimes doesn't go down the inside. Lovely move there by the 256 moving through. That's Christian Biasati. Looking good this weekend is Biasati. And watch out for those TB karts today, the green and white ones. I'm expecting some good results from their team today.
Yeah, certainly the Italian-based team know how to set up a wagon. But again, you've got to keep an eye on the Auto Club RC2 team as well with Paul Charles and Jan Gomez, because those karts are rapid. So let's see what they can do in this race. Across the line they go. It is still Paul Charles who leads the way by some way. That's Adrian Martinez just up into the inside there. That's on Ruben Moyer, I believe. And just unfortunately, Thibaut Ramicus not able to get that move done as well. He had to stay in behind. Forces the move there, the Falcon does. That's Bertrand Sasser, and I think Marc Granada moving up into P4 there. So interesting, he's trying to make the move done, but now he's lost several positions now, and he's ducking back into the field here.
Yeah, he's going to get swallowed up by the pack here. Martinez moving to the outside, one of 2 drivers at the end of yesterday in this seniors from 115 in the entry who were unbeaten. Wins for Martinez yesterday, continuing his form from Valencia in the Winter Cup. Down the inside goes Martinez past the 214. Beautiful move there. He's on the move again, Anthony.
He is indeed. I remember, like you You just pointed it out there. He's had 2 for 2. He needs to maintain that momentum because he's in direct competition with Marcus Lutzio, another driver who has only he's won 2 races there as well. Chris Lambret, the chairman of the stewards, and Martin Bean, our race director, on the gantry there, watching over the racing, keeping a very close eye as they whiz underneath their feet back over the start-finish straight, as we are 2, nearly 3 wide here in the background as Andrea Martinez just looking to the inside there. Ramicus has got past him now, and now he's on the back foot here as they try to go through. Back here, closer at the front, this is your battle for second place. Gilles Renmans and Marc Granada. Marc Granada all over that rear bumper now. Oh, Gilles Renmans. Renmans earlier on this weekend at 20th and a 15th in his races. He needs a good result now to make sure he makes it into the cut-off for the Super Heats.
And there's opportunities here today. I say not that many drivers. It's probably really Marcus Lutzio and Martinez. Those are the 2 drivers who've excelled above the rest. But I think there's going to be plenty of chances for drivers in that middle range of the standings at the moment in the IC. If they had the pace yesterday in qualifying, get some good results in today and you'll be in that top 72. Down the inside, that's a beautiful move for Marc Granada in the 2.62 past Gilles Renmans. So can they set about closing this gap to Paul Chouse? Because Paul Chouse is going to have something like a 1.59 second lead here after 3 laps. That's a good position to be in. You can start doing a bit of race management now. Limited amount of tyres for these runners. I don't think the wear will be too bad because of those temperatures. And there's a new fastest lap as well from another driver we need to keep an eye on. Won here last year in the IAME Euro Series in the final. Ruben Moya was part of a qualifying group that had a bit of disrupted time out there on circuit. That's one of the main reasons why Moya is starting a bit further back. We saw him be able to move through the field yesterday, and that kind of pace again. Where is Moya at the moment? In 4th place. So he's going to be a threat to these 2. He's only 7/10 behind them.
No, exactly that. And he's had a lightning start. Like you say, he started this one on the 6th row of the grid, P11. Already, you can see him in eye shot of these 2 here. So you are going to have a 3-car battle for second place very, very soon, I suspect. We are on lap 4 of 9 at the moment. And still, Paul Chouse leads the way by 1.5 seconds from Marc Granada. Then it's Gilles Renmans, Ruben Moya, Biasati. Then it's Bertram Sash, Caballero, Grant, Ramicus in 9th. And now Grant's actually gone down. Grant's gone down to 9th place now, and Adrian Martinez finds himself in 10th place. Other drivers dropping down. Jan Gomez and Aaron Garcia, I think, have had a tangle out on the circuit because they have tumbled down the order.
We have seen overtakes into turn 1 so far this weekend, but not at this moment. I think this trio, well, were working together. Down the inside goes Renmans on Granada. Moya follows through. Pretty clean overtake. I don't think they'll have lost too much time there. It's Moya's trying to find a way through into turn number 4. It's going to be on the outside now as they run towards turn 5. Back comes Granada up the inside. Beautiful positioning from Granada. Takes 3rd place. Now goes for 2nd place. Renmans just about shuts the door there. Brilliant race.
This stage of the race and what he would have been yesterday. He was always already up into 2nd place and pushing for 1st as Moya looks to the inside in towards turn number 2, and he gets up into P2 now at the expense of Gilles Renmans. So again, watch that inside line. Watch them into towards turn 4. There's a retirement into the pit lane there. That is Aaron Garcia, unfortunately. We saw that he tumbled down the order earlier on, and now he finds himself retiring. Very, very unfortunate for the young Spaniard. Well, race continues, and Moya, Granada and Renmans now fighting through. Looks like Granada got through on Renmans as well, so he's lost 2 in this one position. But all the meanwhile, 2.9 seconds further up the road, Paul Chouse is really uncontested here. Yeah,
Paul Chouse is in conservation mode now. Doesn't need to do anything overly special to win this race. This is where the main battle is going to be. Just going through into sector number 3 now. Moya, Granada, Renmans, and Ramicus is coming along nicely as well. Top 5 would be a good score for Ramicus again, to couple with those 2 top 2s from yesterday would leave him 6th in the intermediate classification. There is Granada pushing along on the rear bumper of Moya, so quite happy at this stage of the race to work with his compatriot to try and drop Gilles Renmans behind. There's some of our data from race control as well. That red arrow tells you that the gap is growing now between Granada and Renmans, but here comes Thibaut Ramicus. This could be another change in how this race plays out. Also, Christian Caballero, who needs a good result in this one because he had a retirement in one of his races yesterday, has just gone purple through sector number 1. This is going to be some hard work, I think, for Moya and Granada in the last couple of laps.
Yeah, certainly so. But with that bumper that they've got there, they've still got a nice bit of breathing space between them and the battle behind, because Gil Ramicus is not going to make it easy for Thibaut Ramicus to try and get past. Ramicus will have the advantage of, you know, he'll have the benefit of the slipstream here going on to the start-finish straight as we go on to this last lap. I can see actually a warning flag has gone out as well, and there again, absolutely, as I just called it there, will have that advantage of the slipstream straight to the inside before they even get towards turn 1 and going defensive straight away, because just behind it is Caballero also trying to follow suit as well. Back here at the front of the field, second and third place on your screens, Ruben Moya and Marc Granada. Marc Granada not able to just get the overtakes on these first major overtaking opportunities. We're going round turn 5 now, in towards turn 6. Now we come down to the hairpin of turn 7, and again, this is a prime overtaking opportunity. Not close enough for that advantage. We have seen lunges there. Trust me, yesterday we saw many lunges through turn number 7, but nothing this time around, and it all seems fine and clear.
Yeah, it's been a very routine performance from these drivers at the front. Paul Chaus, there he is. We haven't seen much of him in this race, but it's another super job from the driver of the 317. Paul Chaus needed this result. He needed a win, and he's got one in the first race of the day. Over the line, takes it by 1.9 seconds, cruises to the finish ahead of Ruben Moya, Marc Granada. It's a Spanish 1-2-3 on home soil in this first race of the day. Another strong result for Thibaut Ramicus, who continues to impress in his first year in the seniors. 4th place for the Belgian. Christian Biasate in 5th place. Adrian Martinez, good recovery there at the end, back up to 6th place. Gil Renman in the end was 7th. Christian Caballero showed some good pace there. 8th place steadies the ship from yesterday. Gus Lawrence on his first racing weekend here in Zuera finishes P9. Finn McLaughlin having a quiet weekend so far, but I think he'll be pretty content there with that top 10. Lauritz Sash was 11th, Austin Gale in 12th, Oni Twisku, good result there for the Finn in 13th place. Sam van der Heijden was 14th, top 15 was completed by Connor Grant. Eduardo Dominguez was 16th, Alexander Ruta has got to be one of your contenders for the biggest move of the race. Yes, up 13 spots there for the Polish driver to 17th. Luke Taylor 18th, 19th was Mickey Blashkos. Freddie Housley made some good progress there as well in the top 20. There is your provisional result as the drivers come back into Parc Fermé. They'll assess what they found in that first race of the day. It's a long, long programme for the seniors.